I'm excited to have Chris Timmins, the CEO of Pegasus Resources, with me today. They're a uranium exploration company with projects here in Canada and the US. Chris, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, thanks for having me today. Pleasure to meet you.
Now, uranium is in high demand right now. It's been one of the top performing commodities so far in 2023, and we're seeing countries all over the world make significant investments in nuclear energy as a carbon free source of power. Your company, as I understand, is trying to find new uranium deposits to help keep up with this growing demand for nuclear energy. But before we get into the details of your projects, could you just give us an overview of what Pegasus Resources does and is all about?
Sure, Pegasus Resources, we're a company focused on finding the fuel needed for the growing demand for North America's nuclear energy security. We've got our Energy Sand project, which is a past producing uranium property in Utah, and our fully permitted drill ready Pine Channel property in the Athabasca Basin. So we're gearing up for a really busy 2024.
And I want to talk about that Pine Channel project because I know it's one of your four uranium projects out in the Athabasca Basin region. And like you said, you guys have just received a drill permit. So what's going on there? What's the update?
What we have here is we received our drill permit about 2 months ago, so this project is now drill ready. We have a property that's got lots of historical work done to it. Denison Mines worked this property back in the early 1970s and 1980s. So they've done a lot of geophysics on the property, extensive ground programs, and they also drilled this property. So what we're going in and doing here in February of 2024 is we want to go in there, we're going to take this data that Denison compiled, and we're just going to build off of it. So Denison had 12 drill holes on the property. 7 of those came back with anomalous uranium, with the highest grade being 0.15%. So we've had some really encouraging historical results here that we're working with. So our plan is just to go in and take what Denison did and build off of it and see if we can find out where the uranium's hiding on this property.
And how many holes are you planning to drill?
Looking to do 10 holes for a total of 1,500 meters. So 1,500 meters is pretty shallow for the basin, but that's because the basement around here is actually only from 60 to 100 meters. So we can get a lot of drilling done at a very shallow depth. So cost effective and fast to work on.
We'll be looking out for the results on that front. And you guys also have your Energy Sands project, which is down in Utah. Tell us a bit about that.
Energy Sands, that's a past producing property that we have here. It's a long trend of a Western Uranium Vanadium San Rafael project, which holds 3 to 4 million pounds of uranium. So we're in the right spot here with our Energy Sands project. We recently just staked the property and grew it by 160%. So our plan is to go in here in the first quarter of 2024, do some groundwork on the property, put together some drill targets, and apply for the permits. So we want to have this property drill ready going into the summer of 2024. So that'll give us Pine Channel drilling this winter and possibly drilling Energy Sands this summer in Utah.
Interesting. So two major milestones to look forward to, the Pine Channel and Energy Sands hopefully being ready to drill this summer. And you guys, as you said, are right next door to Western Uranium and Vanadium, which I believe you said they sit on a 3 to 6 million pound deposit.
3 to 4 million pounds with their largest. They've got several deposits on their San Rafael property, and their largest one's 2.2 million pounds, and it's just east of us by about 2 miles. So we're in the right area here, and this project property has great infrastructure. It's got the water for drilling, it's got the roads to get in there, and a great neighbor with Western Uranium and Vanadium. That's a mouthful.
And I heard you also mention that they're trying to build out a processing plant too, which hopefully could make, you guys could use that in the future as well. And that could also be, super convenient and cost effective as well.
Yeah, Utah is in it's great shape with Western Uranium, and then we've also got two other mills that are potentially going to start up and get operating here over the next few years. So Utah is a great place, and yeah, with Western Uranium wanting to put a processing mill just 6 miles up the road at Green River, we're sitting in a great area here with Energy Sands.
So you guys have two projects that are, one is drill ready, one will hopefully be drill ready in the summer. Are there any other key takeaways that you want investors to know when it comes to Pegasus Resources?
Yeah, we do have one more property up in the Athabasca Basin that we're really excited about, and it's our Mozzie Lake property. It holds a historical resource estimate of 535,000 pounds at a grade of 0.19%. So this project here has obviously got a historical resource, so it's not compliant in modern standards. So what we want to do in the spring, summer is go in there, do a ground program, locate these historical drill holes, and put together a plan to bring this project into compliance and look to grow this resource over the coming years. So another great project that we have on the go. So we're set up to be very busy.
That's awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing all those developments unfold. Chris, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thanks for having me on today. Pleasure meeting you and look forward to seeing you again.
Chris Timmins, the CEO of Pegasus Resources.